Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is DB333 and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 The New Order, Last Days of Europe as Tomsk. Now in last video, we took over both the rebels in Krasnoyarsk and the weird monarchist in Kemerovo. We're currently working on reintegrating Kemerovo, but we've more or less fully integrated Krasnoyarsk. We're also working on talking to Oyrotia in order to try to figure out some sort of agreement we can come to into their peaceful reintegration. We're also preparing against the Siberian Black Army. Their focus tree says they're supposed to be going more for the People's Revolutionary Council. If that ends up happening, if they do that, we gotta be ready to go, because they're probably my biggest threat, because these guys, they're supposed to be the canon unifiers, but I mean, they have some decent bonuses, don't get me wrong. But they also have, you know, that holding them back. They are not the biggest threat. They have probably a decent military. Yeah, but we're working on getting past that. They have probably a bigger military. Not only that, they have some crazy bonuses. Look at all that attack, recovery rate, despotism support. Despotist? I guess the organization is a bit of a counter. But, it's a little spooky. And I don't know, I'm a little nervous about that. Oh! Something wrong. I hold my head. Hitler's gone. The Führer's dead. Day to remember and celebrate. The All Russian Student University Association. Yeah, that's all we can do until we go ahead and take the rest of us over. So now we just kind of gotta hold our tongue. Oh, today cheering citizens have greeted the arrival of Oyrotia's representatives into the capital. The envoys were a pair, an old believer priest and a Burkhanist elder. Both were driven to the presidential palace, where a great ceremony was to be held for the peaceful reunion of the republic with its wayward province. In Gorno-Altiask, little had seemingly changed. President Zavolko had resigned, leading to a new provincial governor to be appointed by Tomsk. A list of good candidates had been prepared. The suggestion of choosing a man from each religious community had been put forward. In the hills and among the mountains of the Altai, the two communities continue to live and continue to pray. This process would continue as Oyrotia took back its place within a new republic. The only difference was that, hopefully, war would not visit the autonomous province in the foreseeable future. In the new republic, Zavolko had hopefully found a protector and a friend that would let the Burkhanist and Old Believers finally live in peace. Welcome home, guys. We don't get their troops, which is kind of sad, but we do get their factories, which is nice. I will take that any day. Now we can go ahead and integrate them, which I'll go ahead and do. I already have a core on this? Apparently not. But, okay, that's fine. I'll wait a little bit till we get near 50, just to be safe. Just because I don't want anything funky to happen, you know? You know what I mean? Siberian Black Army. We can't really see what's going on over there, can we? Which is a bit of a shame. Oh no. Please no. Okay. Huh, that scared me. Saw the cursor spinning around. I'm like, oh god, the game is crashing. It's thus necessary that the individual should finally come to realize that his own ego is of no importance in comparison with the existence of the nation. Adolf Hitler, 1933. So it begins. I think Bormann was declared the rightful guy. The rightful Führer. So, I'll get working on integrating it now. Our best bet, really, right now, is to just hope that Heydrich doesn't win. That's all I'm really worried about at this point, to be honest. We'll also keep an eye on Moscovian, see what happens, because, yeah, Kasha is just about to leave. So we'll see how that goes. Because they can either balkanize, or they'll split into, like, two different nations. Like a local authority and a, other thing. Wlasa Kemerovo and its surroundings had been one of the final nails in the Central Siberian Republic. When General Krylov had gone mad and merged with self-styled Rurik II, the industrial assets of the Kemerovo region, as well as its vast coal mines, had slipped from Tomsk's grasp. Recapturing the region with a much diminished Republican army would have been the height of folly. Some of CSR's best troops had gone east with Krylov, and those men had not left for Krasnoyarsk, soon formed the core of Krylov's new royal army. Now the region had been liberated, even as our Republic soldiers entered the streets of the enemy's capital. Our bureaucrats are already at work implementing Shapovalnikov's post-war ideas. Every captured industrial complex has seen its damage assessed and the potential outputs added to the tally. All of this information will be put to good use for further economic planning. Equally important is the tallying of our captured soldiers and surrounding garrisons. Let's hope that many of the men are not very ideological and can thus be reintegrated into our army. These elements of questionable loyalty will be placed in the frontline duty, allowing them to keep their jobs while expanding our military capacity. All of this will take time. Trials for local officers and military commanders who join in Krylov's mutiny will be a complicated affair and expose deep wounds left by the fall of the Central Siberian Republic. With malice towards none, we must set to work tying back together the fate of Kemerovo's remnants to the fate of our great republic. So let's see what's up in the Duma real quick. Oh, that is nice. So we got some humanist superiority more in a fair bit of places. And in all the rest, all we have left is Novosibirsk, Sibirsk, Sibirsk, I don't know. Well, Sibirsk, I guess it would be Sibirsk, maybe? Sibirsk, I don't know. I'm hoping someone will go ahead and correct me. After our triumph over the so-called Principality of Kemerovo, our men have captured the Mad King Rurik II, formerly General Krylov of the Central Siberian Republic. The poor unfortunate has returned to Tomsk not as a conquering hero, but as a prisoner of war. His fate uncertain. For many in the capital, Krylov deserves the fate of every captured separatist. After a trial to establish his degree of guilt, Krylov shall serve a long sentence in prison while the remnants of his fractured psyche are able to think of the blood he shed in his hunger for power. Others, however, hold a more nuanced perspective on the disgraced general. Krylov had long battled depression after the annihilation of the Soviet Union and the death of so many of its people. Sent east to fight for the Central Siberian Republic, his defeat by the anarchists and the treachery of his officers in Krasnoyarsk have sent Krylov's mental health into a final freefall. The faction pleading for clemency, leading by Krylov's former friend, Marshal Shapovalnikov, have published an opening letter requesting Krylov be placed in a mental institution. There, the former Mad King might hopefully see his mental health improved and some of his megalomania removed. Debates about this have been fierce. Many who express sympathy for Krylov's flight still decry the general's failures, and argue that it is unknown if the general is truly mad or invented his Rurik persona to justify his secession. The people desire to know which way the president's office leans on the issue. You know what? Mercy isn't weakness. Let's just put him in a hospital. Let him... Just cross our fingers and hope nothing bad happens. Like, the whole question, I guess, when you're playing a Rurik Street, is this dude actually insane? That's what I've heard. I haven't played it yet. He might be faking it. But there might be something there. And so you gotta keep that in mind. Cash's disappearance. Let's see what's happening. Volgestadt is popping up in the German sovereign zone. Okay, Heinz Beidel is assuming control of Germania. Franco-Burgundian War. Shadow looms over France. Yeah. Expansion into Africa. Interesting. The Warsaw Uprising. The Nazi Empire continues to crumble. The English Civil War begins. Government of the Crimea. England's kind of doing okay. Oh, the Royalists are kind of doing okay. If they can crush this pocket, I think they'll be fine. R.I.P. Soft Boy. Ooh, but they need to figure that out or else they might have some more trouble. Bunch of stuff happening. We'll do some horizontal industrial organization. The Serbs are rising up. There goes the Uslan Civil War. I remember doing that. Okay, they're cut off from ports, so they're just going to starve out eventually. So England has a shot here. Wales has gone unionist. Scotland has the National Party, so we'll see what happens there. Let's see what else is going on elsewhere in the world. Donuts has seized Crimea. And we have Takegi, the authoritarian Democrat, apparently. Anti-mainstream conservative. We'll see what ends up happening with that. And there goes with South African Civil War. The next comes our Norwegian is gone. No one starts a war. Rather, no one in his senses ought to do so, without first being clear in his mind what he intends to achieve by that war, and how he intends to conduct it. Harry G. Moore. We were soldiers once, and young. Oh, we can do some stuff with our loot. That's very nice. What are we not working on? We're working on a lot of this, actually. I guess the question is, what am I most worried about? Maybe our academic base. I think our academic base, we should build some new schools. That's what I think. What else do we got? Central European Council. Yeah. What else do we got? Probably just guns. That's the move right now. We can train a lot more soldiers. Holy crap. In fact, I think what we should try to do is try to get these guys to be 20 widths. I don't know if the same meta kind of carries over, but I think that's a good goal. Just gotta get working on a resupply. Let's see, production. We'll cut down some of the guns and reallocate them to artillery. Africa Shield is intervening. Where the fuck are the Yankees? I don't know, what's Tricky Dick up to? We'll see what's going on with that later. Oh. It looks like, South Africa didn't treat their black people very well, and now they're rising up too. That is, unfortunate. That's gonna make things a lot worse for South Africa. A lot worse. Yeah. It's definitely not a very blessed South Africa timeline. I dare say it's kind of cursed. Go figure. If you start cracking down on freedom, people who want freedom and to be treated equally, they're not just gonna stop because you tell them no. You know, go fucking figure, you know? What do we want to do? Let's divert civilian production. What else do we got? Construction. We have a pretty damn good industrial base, actually. We're starting to work on our infrastructure, which is really nice. I do think, though, we should start working on some military. Maybe not those. I meant to tap these military factories. Yeah. In fact, I'll get working on these now. And we'll get back to these eventually. No, there's no pressure necessarily. You know? Assign divisions. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and add them up. Gotta get working on reinforcements soon enough. I'm waiting on the Siberians. So part of me thinks that maybe... Oh, Italy in space. We're running low on tungsten. No, aluminum. Alright, we can't really trade with anyone. Maybe Tomsk. Actually, let's trade with them. Oh, they went far right. The ultra-nationalist. I forget if that's the cursed one or not. We're pretty ahead of time on our efforts to reunify, actually. So actually, here's what I'm thinking. Depending on how many troops we end up getting, we might want to just go ahead. Just ignore these guys. Ignore the Siberians for now. And go after Novosibirsk. Sibirsk. And after that, alright, T-debug. Tag Ka. The blade honed. So they're still working on their stuff, actually. I guess they're Tom? No, ERS, okay. Tag ERS. So we kind of know what they're up to. They did the first little focus there, but they're still working on stuff, so... debug off. I just, right. So... I mean, I'm not in the biggest rush. We got cores on most of all of this. What else do we got to do? We've done most of the stuff to help reintegrate these lands. So I say for now we keep working on our divisions. The Modernists and the Decembrists have gained some seats. The Bastilards have lost some. Okay. So let me check exactly how the how this is looking so far then. We had some good turnout in Tomsk. Might as well work on some Duma stuff, I guess. Consolidated rule. Let's try to increase our authority. Let's do some propaganda. Get that going. We're not the most popular in the salons. But that's not... These guys have more authority. And it's followed by these guys. But Decembrists have none. I don't know why that's the case. They're popular, but they have no say in the government. And they don't do much, apparently. I was gonna make a current American political joke, but, I don't know how well that would actually go. So I don't think I will do that. Cage bird cries no more. Aww. Land route is gone. Feels bad. Oh god, Kovner is actually not doing too badly. He might just die here just because he might lose Ludza. But if he doesn't, fuck. That is a terrifying thought. We can't scavenge for loot. Which I think we will do. And from here, our big effort right now is just getting the artillery going. So once we get that, keep snapping our fingers and getting working on it. The partisans are gone. I figure that might happen. How are these boys coming along? We got most of their equipment. They just need artillery. You're good, actually, so I don't know. You're just still training. Okay. You'll be out by 27th. Okay, I'll cancel some of these guys just so we can go ahead and get some more supplies going in the others. That's a hope, at least. Yeah, see, these guys are starting to get back to it. We just need artillery. That's the shortened end of it. So we got another guy. Go ahead and add him to the plan. Welcome, soldier. Okay, we don't even have any national focuses to do right now. We just... Okay, infrastructure... We'll do that. So the Siberians are going to be going to war soon. I assume, at least. And then when that's done, let me check out what Sablin's up to, just because... It's not doing too much. I don't know if he even has his tree set up. How's Mikhail doing? I mean, okay. More is just, kind of holding on. Oh, not Novopolska. Nee. Actually, I would think that Novopolska might have the advantage here. So I don't know what Atkow was thinking. Let's see what else is going on in the world. What is Burgundy up to? Unknown. I mean, even if we could see what they're doing, most of it is just, streng geheim. Which, we can see what they're supposed to do, apparently. But, well, that's spooky. Hydric is just barely hanging on. Actually, Spear seems to be doing okay. He's making a few small pushes, and he's not doing... doesn't seem to be he's not getting pushed back too badly. So that's a good sign. That's Samara versus Tatarstan. We'll see what's going on here. Oh, Komi is now a liberal democracy. They had the Ultranats in for a second. So I was a little worried about that, but... And it looks like they went with Zhukov. Yep. So Western Russia is going to start uniting sometime soon then. So our time advantage is starting to fall a little bit. We're starting to fall a little bit behind. Well, they're catching up to us. We're not falling behind. We're just not at the advantage that we had before. It's go time, boys. Tomsk clears war in Siberian Black Army. Shaposhnikov nursed a cup of bad coffee as his aides ran back and forth in the war ministry. Any moment now, President Dmitry Shostakovich was expected to call and give Operation Kievrotaka Ruka his official approval. Tyorkdaya Ruka. Most recycled plans from the initial attempt by the CSR to crush the anarchist state uprising all those years ago. It had not been a bad plan. A rapid push to cut in half a territory occupied by anarchist rebels and lay siege to the capital of Tomsk, where the Siberian Black Army's main headquarters could be found. Krylov's initial push had come close to doing the job. Andreev's betrayal had ensured that there would be no follow-up offensives. And the Black Army's success in routing Krylov's heavy guns from the outskirts of Tomsk, the final death of the CSR, was determined. The anarchists had fought hard, and they had fought well, but this time they would not face an exhausted Republican army. Information sources on the SBA were hard to come by. The Republic's intelligence agency had still not determined how exactly the initial revolt had been sparked, nor had it figured out who among the SBA leaders Stepanov and Krasnovetset really spoke for the army and its men. Shaposhnikov hoped that in the battle the truth would become clear and the Republic would finally understand its foe enough to destroy it. A phone call. Even before answering, the marshal knew it was time. We march east to wash the sins of the past. We still have a bit of an army, but we'll see whether or not we start pushing up against into Tanutuva. Thank you, PRC, for still being around and letting us use you as a deflecting shield, I guess. Kirill Kolchak. Oh, Admiral Kolchak? Motherfucker. Okay, we got... I'll have to pay attention to the days. We have 13... They're starting to push in a little bit to the Siberian territory. But we'll have to see how far they end up pushing until next time, because I have to get out of here, folks. Thank you for watching, as always. If you like this video, go and leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of this content in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more uploads every weekday. So every Saturday. If you have any comments, feedback, concerns, anything of the sort, go and leave them in the comment section below. I read all the comments again and appreciate any and all feedback you kind folks might have for me. If you want to send a few bucks my way, if you are so inclined, check out my Patreon down link below. I don't really have many reward tiers, because I don't really want to, you know, have like a system where people feel jealous. Plus, I don't have much, you know, ability to do much reward tiers anyway right now. But I'd still appreciate if you would consider sending a few bucks my way. Everyone's kind of on an equal field and all that. If you can or you don't want to, you know what, fair enough. But I appreciate the thought, at least. And I appreciate it if you could. Also have Discord if you want to check that out. We can chat, play games, just have a fun old time in general. And I have a Twitch channel where I do live sort of videos. Similar to these. This isn't live, but I do some live series sometimes. So if you want to check those out, check it out. Link in the description below. That's it for now. My name has been DB333. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.